Hey, what's up guys? It's Brian once again from Dragon Blogger, and I wanted to go ahead and do a little showcase video about the White Elite Xbox One controller, this bad boy right here. And this is the controller that I received as part of my Taco Bell giveaway that I got and that you guys saw the unboxing of. And I wanted to spend a little bit more time on this controller and give you guys my thoughts on the controller and what I think about it, obviously, after having used it now for a few days. Starting from the front, basically, you've got your thumbsticks here. You've got the D-pad right here, which just, this obviously can come right off. So what's great about these controllers is that you can customize all the buttons and stuff. You actually can customize all the buttons, but these are the ones you can actually take off. You can take off the D-pad. You can take off the thumbsticks here. You guys can see that. Take off the thumbsticks. There. And then you've got the beautiful shaped and colored ABXY buttons here, which are very, very beautiful. You've got your triggers here. Yes, my Xbox is on, so you can probably hear that. And your RB and LB buttons here. Let's look on the back. You've got the, excuse me, I got a little bit of a cold, but you've got the little grips here. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but there are little grips. There we go. Maybe if I get the camera in a little bit closer, you guys can see that. You've got your places for your paddles to go to, which, if I can get one of them out, are these right here. These are going to let you be able to have a little bit more of an edge, and you can actually assign these to specific buttons on the front of the controller. And I'll show you basically how this works. You just, let's see, I believe, yeah. Oh wait, no, wrong one. This goes in here. So as you can see, they just go like that. And then, yeah, it's that easy. And you can even place them wherever. So there's that. Now, as far as these here, these are your hair trigger switches. These are your hair trigger, not switches, your hair trigger locks. So if you want them to be slightly over the button, which that's what these green buttons are, they activate certain things. You can make it to where it's a little bit easier of a press. You don't have to push it as hard. So that's what those are for. And you can turn one side on or one side off, or vice versa, both on, both off. This is a Power A battery charger. This is what I use for my wireless gaming. This does not come standard with the Elite controller whatsoever. I just wanted to put that out there. Unfortunately, I can't use the back of this controller. I have to use this back, which kind of takes away from the sleek design of this controller. Sorry, I have a really cold right now. Sorry about that. But anyway, this controller is fantastic. It has a very nice weight to it. Of course, like I said, you can customize the thumbsticks. This is even the D-pad that you can use, which gives you a little bit more of an easier ability to aim, aim in your corners and things like that. Also, you can put on the rounded thumbsticks here. I believe there's two of these. Yeah, here we go. You can use the rounded thumbsticks if you prefer more of a PlayStation feel. I know the PS4 controller has more of a rounded. If you notice, that's rounded. This is not. It's got the traditional Xbox One curved thumb placement. But a lot of people like the more rounded. You can see that there. I'll put this right here. A lot of people like the more rounded feel. And I haven't played this controller with the rounded thumbsticks. I might do that later just to kind of test it out. But what also is cool about this is you can take these off, and if you want to use the curved ones, you can, the regular ones, but you can also do the taller thumbsticks to give you a little bit more of an edge when it comes to aiming. And apparently these are supposed to help during a first-person shooter, which, once again, I have yet to test this on. Obviously, these are the same, but I'll show you guys that this is, you can kind of notice the difference here. I'll put this in view. You notice how much smaller this one is. This is the more traditional one. This is the custom one that's got a little bit more height to it to make it a little bit easier to tilt the controller, or tilt the analog stick. So yeah. As far as using this controller, I have thoroughly enjoyed using this controller. It definitely, I don't know, it's just an easier to use controller. It does absolutely feel like, as I'm taking off everything here and getting it back to the way I like it set up, it does feel like a premium controller, absolutely. Another great thing about this controller is that you can go into the app, if you go to your devices in the settings on your Xbox One, and you have this controller, it allows you the ability to go in and you can rearrange all the buttons. Like if you say you don't like where if you're playing a certain game and you don't like where the attack button is, most of the time your attack button when you're doing like a hack and slash game is the X button. Well, I know that on PlayStation it's in a different spot. So if you're used to playing a certain game on the PS4 but you have to go to a tournament and you have to play on an Xbox, it might be beneficial to get this controller and go into make a custom profile, which is what you can do. You can make a custom profile on this controller and arrange the button configuration to where it feels more like a PS4 button layout, which is kind of neat because not many games have the same exact button layout that you might be used to. Another great thing about this controller is that it does also give you the ability to customize the sensitivity of each analog stick. It shows a little graph and it will let you customize if you want the thumbsticks to be more aggressive, meaning that no matter meaning that at the slightest movement it'll move more, if that makes sense. Or you can also put a delay on your thumbsticks, meaning that if you don't want movement to be so fast, you can there's a delay on the thumbstick movement, and it will actually show you on a graph on your Xbox One how much that delay is. Another great thing about this is the profiles. You can have up to 2 profiles at a time loaded onto your Elite controller, hence the reason for the profile switch here. Currently mine is on the 1 slot right now. I don't know how well you guys can see that on here. It's on the 1 slot. What's great about this is at any time on the fly you can switch between 1 and 2. Now, notice the Xbox home light. It is not lit up as bright. You can actually adjust the brightness of your home light, meaning that if it's at night and you don't want that brightness in your face, you can dim this. So right now it's currently dimmed. If I flick the switch, you'll notice here. See how it got a lot brighter? That is something that you can do, is do that. And I recommend dimming it because it does save a lot on the battery, because this thing, it does drain batteries quite a bit. I highly recommend getting the Power A battery pack because this comes with 2 and a charging cable. By the way, the charging cable on this Elite controller is super, super long. It is probably, I think, a 12-foot cable. I believe it's a 12-foot cable. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, this is $149.99 at your local retailer. You can go get it at Best Buy, Walmart, GameStop if you really need to. And just about any gaming store, it is $149.99 brand new. Comes with this beautiful case to display your controller in and all of your interchangeable pieces that come with it. I highly recommend picking this up, and even go on Amazon and pick it up. But that's it for this video. My name is Brian Daniels. Thanks for checking it out. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.